have a little conversation while I'm going to take care of some business I eat. Hey, babies. I missed y'all. Looking like a chocolate fair faucet? I'll take it. How are y'all? Missed y'all. Hey, beautifuls. You know, when you're in the South, you gotta have your pick of egg. And I don't want to hear no shit about that being ghetto. You know, live. Y'all be watching them mukbangs, mukbucks, whatever the hell. Sorry, I gotta get my little protein in this morning, y'all. I love y'all. Miss y'all. I had a lot going on. I want to talk to y'all first about a little few things. I've been doing some things behind the scenes. You know, I've been doing my readings. I'm still bookable through my website, www.orderofthemystichealer.com. I've been sending off orders. Thank y'all. I have one money oil, and I promise y'all, when I refill all my money, when I get my oils back up, it's gonna come in this with the drop filler. Okay, this like this. All right, babies. And the only reason why I'm doing it like that is because y'all remember I used to do those roll-ons? They were really small, but I'm going to be doing these because these are bigger. Okay, and I'm gonna try to do not try, but I got some other things I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to tell you everything. I really miss y'all. Mother's Day. Mother's Day was beautiful. I'm not going to lie. It was the first time that first Mother's Day that I didn't break down and cry. Y'all know I get a little sensitive around Mother's Day. Juneteenth is very sensitive for me too. Because while everybody was doing their picnic thing on June 19th, on Juneteenth, that was the day my daughter passed. Exactly at 2 a.m. in the morning, by the way. Exactly at 2 a.m. So, I'm not going to lie, I felt a little depression after Mother's Day. My Mother's Day was beautiful though. Every day is Mother's Day in my book. So shout out to all the mommies and the daddies who are single parents. A lot of y'all don't, you know, like they got their Father's Day, but I grew up with some men in my family who had to play mama and daddy. Believe it or not, there are men that are like that. Hey, boos. So yeah. Not just that, but my daughter is graduating, so I have been kind of like really been kind of overwhelmed with that. Like today she has rehearsal, so I'm waiting for her to call me so I can go back and pick her up. My baby is 18, y'all. So if you want to donate and just say happy graduation, Shay, y'all can donate. I love y'all so much. Anyway, if you just want to donate to the channel, period, it's OOTMH, $OOTMH. Everything will be in the description box. But anyway, let's get on to it. Exactly at 5 minutes. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Y'all. So y'all remember when I was telling y'all about disclosures, right? I want y'all to know what's happening. There was a Yahoo article that talked about they found about 1,000-year-old Native American carving on an Alabama cave ceiling of humanoids. Number one, We never knew Alabama had no damn caves. Ain't that something? You never really find caves in plains or flatlands, right? It's really weird. You hear stuff like that on like the West Coast where they have mountains. I know in Georgia they got some stuff. But we're going to start hearing a lot more about the South. We're going to start hearing more about the South because it's a lot of stuff. Like, I'll tell y'all something. Not too far from where I'm at, there's a place called Opelousas, Louisiana, right? Opelousas has what you call Native American mounds, M-O-U-N-D-S mounds. A lot of times you find them all over the South. Trust me, you got more mounds in the South than you do anywhere else in the world. You also have a lot of mounds in Illinois, and believe it or not, Tennessee, specifically Memphis. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I really would love to. I'm getting goosebumps. Make a trip this year, sometime this year, to Tennessee, because I really want to go to Memphis. I don't know if y'all remember my Instagram live like some months back. Me and a sister, one of our mystics, was talking live, and I was telling her how they don't want them to know the books that are buried underneath the ground in Memphis, Tennessee, that library. And I want y'all to understand something. There were a lot of geographical locations that were mixed on purpose. They were told, y'all were told they're in specific places on purpose. But the first Egypt was not overseas. The first Egypt was here in America. Okay? I want y'all to know that. Thank y'all to all my moderators. I love y'all so much. So a lot of these things are going to be, there are going to be some things that they are going to be disclosing because, like I just heard, I don't be wanting to say these things, but we're going to hear of a royal family. We're going to hear more about that. Everything is not what you thought it was. I'm even learning things as well, like stuff that anyway. They walk amongst us. They walk amongst us. Okay? There's no need to be afraid. I want y'all to understand there's no need to be afraid. There is more that is for you than against you. Anytime you get that spirit of anxiety or paranoia, just tell yourself, I have more friends than foes. I have more allies than enemies. Say that with me. I have more friends than foes. I have more allies than enemies. Because if you understood who you are and who you belong to, trust me. So they found an Alabama cave again. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, about a few years back, I had posted this picture of a shapeshifter when I was hiking in Sedona, Arizona. I posted it on my Instagram. Y'all remember that? Shout out to Karma Water. This should be off this freaking chain. Because, you know, I am Karma, by the way. You can't do me dirty and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they're finding some stuff in Alabama. I'm here in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Also, y'all stop paying attention to birds and bird patterns. Birds is getting ready to start telling us stuff. Somebody asked me this question. I can't remember, was it during like a personal reading or was it during a live? But they asked me, do I believe if COVID was one of the plagues, like let my people go type shit? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. June or August, I want to say it was either June or August of 2019 made the 400 years being up of slavery. Okay, a lot of this stuff is playing a part. 2019 was also September 11th, 2019 was the day that the age of Aquarius kicked in. Okay. Okay? Paying attention to, I don't know why my chat is, it won't go down, but okay, whatever, we're gonna roll with it. Like I'm talking right now, but I'm hearing, I'm going back to the south, going back to the some where my roots sing water down, on like a boy by a tree, dun 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 dun. Ancestors on me, dun 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 dun, ocean energy. Black Parade by Beyonce. A lot of y'all are going to start feeling to either make a trip to the south, that's a pilgrimage, okay? Or a lot of y'all are going to be rerouting yourselves to the south, relocating, okay? And this is one of the reasons why I'm getting goosebumps, is because your ancestors, I'm hearing there's a lot of lineage healing that needs to take place and happen. Also, a lot of y'all have a lot of wealth in the south, in the ground. I'm hearing in the land. A lot of y'all are gonna have to start doing, going to. I'm just. Let me download y'all. Some of y'all are going to have to start making trips to like the courthouse in the south, looking up your last names, doing a lot of looking into your last names, what land y'all own. Y'all going to end up having to walk some of that land barefooted. Some of y'all are going to have to make trips to cemeteries. Some of y'all are going to have to pour libations out. I'm hearing it's like even starting now, because spirit has no geographical limitations. However, some of y'all are going to have to start healing your ancestral lineage by making pilgrimage to some. I'm hearing a lot of y'all going to have to end up coming to Louisiana too. Y'all know that, right? I just want y'all to know that. 4222 in the building. So 222 and 4s have been extremely huge around me. I seen 1111 yesterday. I've been seeing a lot of 4s. I've been seeing a lot of 2s. Also, 33s have been, y'all, a lot of y'all have been going through initiations and not knowing it. Y'all got to pay attention. Some of y'all have been paying attention, but some of this stuff has been incognito. You said, what's up with the deers? So, funny enough, you mentioned deers. Deer antlers and deers have been, that anthem has been coming around me lately. Let me tell y'all a little secret. And it's not really a secret, I'm just being a little dramatic. So there are specific orishas that are coming up. And let me just, before I go forward, I am going to post this later. I don't know, sometime this week I am going to post this. But I also want to say this. I want to publicly give my flowers and my heartfelt, sincere love to Oya and Oshun. They know why. They know why I'm doing this. As sisters, we stick together. As sisters, nothing, you and me, us never part, my key dad. A 3/4 chord tie is not easily broken. So, I just wanted to give you my love. I know they're watching. I don't know if y'all know about American Gods, but that shit is real. We got gods that walk amongst us. If y'all don't know who they are, I'm damn sure not gonna tell y'all who they are. But I love them. They are my sisters. I love them. Oya is always with me. Oshun is always with me. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for the spiritual ranking. Let me say this live. I am eternally grateful and thankful for the spiritual ranking that I possess. And let me just say this to y'all. Cardinals. We talking about cardinals? I just passed a sign that said cardinals. I've been seeing red birds all freaking from last month going into this month. Those are ancestors, loved ones who have passed on, also spiritual visitations. Also, they trying to tell you something, and not necessarily something bad, but also trying to prepare you for the next level, trying to show you certain things, catch your attention about certain things. There's also love and passion. I worked very hard to get where I'm at. This did not come easy. I suffered. I suffered a lot in my life. I grew up with a lot of shit on me. You understand? Like just this morning, I had to pass through the wolf's den. That was an initiation all by itself. I can't tell y'all what I mean by that. But what's understood don't need to be explained. You understand? And as I was walking through the wolf den today, literally, I heard, "You are the wolf mother." Yesterday, I heard that I am the mother dragon. You don't know people's rankings in the spirit. That's why you gotta be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful that spiritual work that you be trying to get on folk. See, you don't know that man or that woman that left you, that you're trying to get back, that God was trying to pull apart from you out of your life because you was suffering, but you so scared to be alone. But they was giving you hell and could have been the death of you, and you going and trying to get that spell work on that man or that woman, trying to get their toxic ass back because they then moved on, and they living with the person they had been cheating on you with for that whole time. You don't know if they with their karma. They may be with somebody who's supposed to be paying that ass back in full double time for fucking with you, but now you done went and put that shit on them. You don't know people's spiritual ranking, even in the kingdom of darkness. And if you're gonna talk your shit, stand 10 toes down and 20 feet tall. Stand on that ass. Talk your shit and talk it well. And mean what you say. And say what you mean. Because see, I don't boast in me. I boast in God. I boast in the Galactic Federation. Those energies and deities that carry me on a daily basis. You understand? I've been, funny enough, you talking about Anansi. Anansi been following my ass heavy. I don't know why. I'm about to figure it out. Anansi has been following my ass lately. Birds play a significant role in our lives. Them air signs, man. We on the front line. It ain't gonna be easy. We getting these initiations and we moving these rankings. Let me tell you something. God has sped up the time. Do you hear me? Libras, Geminis, and Aquarius is especially, not just us, but I want air signs to hear me, especially, listen, Aquarius, whether you're Aquarius moon, whether you're Aquarius rising, whether your Mercury is in Aquarius, your Venus, and your sun sign. Hear me close, hear me well, and your 12th house. You're getting ready to be put on the front line for a psychological assessment of the mind. You hear me? Some of you have underlying psychological issues that you need to heal from. You understand? I just heard also venereal diseases. And oh my God, I just heard God say some of y'all got venereal diseases not from sex, but from your mindset. Hear me? There's more than one way to get something. You hear me? Oh my God. Do you know you can get, I'm hearing something. Do you know schizophrenia can be passed through sex? Do you know a lot of these mental issues can be passed by way through sex? Your Venus, pay attention to your Venus. because Venus also rules STDs and STIs, venereal issues. Okay? It's also segment bloodthirsty energy. See, everybody look at their Mars because that's war and that's bloodshed. But see, when you look at your Venus is when a woman goes to war. It's hard for her to come out of war when she's tasted blood. Segment energy has been activated. But there is a dark side to segment that if you're not balanced, it can get haywire. It can go left. You understand? So you Aquarius people, you Aquarius starseeds especially, those of you who have genius energy, because everybody ain't, oh my God, help me. Guard my tongue. All of us don't have, everybody don't have genius energy. Everybody don't have genius energy. Everybody don't have a genius mind, because everybody ain't a starseed. Everybody is claiming things that they're not. Everybody ain't a god or a goddess. Everybody ain't an emperor or an empress. You understand? Some of them are just humans. I'm gonna just be real with you. According to the Anunnaki story, some people are just, they are the bloodline of slaves. Those that were supposed to mine the earth for the Anunnaki race. Don't look at me. I'm just telling you. Not everybody is of royal bloodline. Everybody just can't be everything. Bless your heart that you feel that much about yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But some people make themselves more than they ought. So, you Aquarius folks, and especially you starseeds, you geniuses, y'all are on the front line. Y'all are being evaluated. Under judgment just means under review, overview. You're being looked at right now. You're under a microscope for your psychological assessments, for your mental state, your mental status. Okay? Trying to see if they're going to loop you back around, so you need to learn a little bit more things before they jump you into the next level, or if you get to skip a level. Can you handle what's coming? Can you handle who's coming? For you Geminis, you're being upgraded, and this is what I heard. You have been the one that has been overlooked because you're the twin energy. You're the lover's card. You're the one you have trouble making choices. However, a lot of Libras have more trouble making choices than y'all. Not that we're indecisive on purpose. It's just that we like to weigh all our options. We're a little bit more detail orientated than a lot of people than other signs. We don't like to make mistakes. And this is why we have a hard time being decisive. Okay? Geminis, y'all, I'm hearing this is your time to shine in the areas of being overlooked. A lot of you Geminis have cried your last tears. Yesterday, Mary, Mary, yesterday is your song. You've cried your last tear. You've been overlooked. You've been treated like shit. And I'm hearing y'all have been misused and abused. A lot of y'all have been just written off on your job, in your house, your family, friendships. A lot of y'all love hard. Once a Gemini lets you in, yeah, they keep it. When a Gemini is unbalanced, it's not. It is. Y'all are prone to bipolarism, but let me tell y'all, they got other signs that are more prone to y'all than that. Y'all are very smart, and a lot of the times your strength becomes your weakness, which is your mind. And God now is getting ready to bring you Geminis into a proper balance. Your genius is being put on 10. Beautiful energy for y'all. Air signs is really, y'all are on the map. Now I'm gonna say this. Libras. Even me, because I gotta put myself there. You're number one. I'm gonna tell you why. And it ain't just because I am one. It's because the torch has been passed. We are the only zodiac sign that is neither a person, an insect, nor an animal. You understand? We carry a heavy weight. We bring balance to the whole zodiac sign. Now, when you're unbalanced, you're a fool to be messed with. Because, Lord, when you're unbalanced, everything starts rocking and getting shaky and shit. You moon sign Libras. Your love is being put to the forefront. Your love is being tested. Whatever you have been asking for, are you ready to be able to give your all? I'm hearing those of you who have been afraid of love, those of you who, I heard treacherous trauma, those of you who are being, you're healing from traumas. You've been done wrong. God is elevating you. You sun signs, you Venus, you, I'm hearing Mercury. Communication. This is Mercury retrograde. I'm hearing the case of the X by Maya, or I'm also seeing the term return of the X. You're going to have a lot of X's popping up. We still doing this, what they call that? What's the word, y'all? Come on. Telepathic communication shit. We're still on this I'm scared energy. I understand. Stay in your Queen and King of Swords energy. When you're balanced, you make sound decisions, you make wise decisions. Do not put your sword down. Do not put your sword down. The divine feminine is being highlighted at this time. You masculines are being told to put your crowns back on. This is going to cause you, especially you Libra signs, no matter where your placements are, you are being called to own your shit. You can't just talk about it anymore. You gotta be about it. And God is giving you wisdom, but God is giving you grace at this time, allowing for you to take baby steps so that by the time you can fully rule and reign, you won't have any excuses. You've been fully healed, set free, put back in your place. 311. 311. Y'all start paying attention more to license plates. Stalker energy is also at an all-time high. Okay, so be careful. The energy we are being. So your Libra being in Mars. Well, do you know the degree? So let's start paying attention to our degrees too, y'all. With birth charts. The deacons. Because let me tell y'all something, depending on that. But I did hear for you, Lizzie, and this is free. This is a freebie for you, baby. You have a tendency to be careful. Even though I know that somebody, Lizzie, I know that somebody has to push you to get here. But once you here, you get real vindictive. They push you to hold grudges. Because once you hold a grudge, that's it. It's hard for you to get over it. But they have to push you to get there. Start being a little bit more I'm hearing apologetic. If you want to be forgiven, be quick to forgive others. I'm not saying that's something that you do easily. What I am saying is they have to push you to get there. Oh, listen, we human. We all got our buttons, Shay. Trust me. Because I know I got mine. But on a daily basis, when I rise up before my feet hit the ground, I'm always thinking of ways on how to improve myself. I want to be the best, that I can be like the reserves. Speaking of the military, I don't know why I was thinking just a few days ago. I was like, I wonder what it would feel like to date a military man or a cop. Because, I heard the domestic violence rate when it comes to cops is like at an all-time high or some shit like that. Because of stress, I guess the turnover rate with their stress. But anyway, I know Archangel Michael's been around. a lot. I don't mind. Y'all just start paying attention a little bit more. I'm seeing some of y'all are going to start to like come across mounds without y'all even knowing it. Some of y'all are going to also start feeling the energy of um oh yeah, that's what I want to tell y'all. In Opelousas there's some mounds. They dug up something. They were digging, and they found a femur bone. Femur. That long bone that's your shin. Femur, right? Um they found a femur bone that was about, I want to say, 8 to 9 feet. Now if the femur bone was 8 to 9 feet, what is that telling y'all? How tall was the person that femur bone was attached to? Right there in Opelousas. I got family that's from Opelousas, by the way. The Chihuahua people. Chihuahua. Um, Getting to know who you are in the spirit. I am currently doing personal readings. I'm going to put all that information in the description box below. Energy vampires shall be banished. Yes. Thank you, Scorpio goddess. So I want y'all to know that elevation is coming. This summer and this fall is getting ready to be off the chain. But there's something around the holiday season. I'm hearing pregnancy. Some of y'all gonna end up getting pregnant, literally. And I also want to say this before I go. I want y'all to understand one of the true roles of intergalactic beings. One of the true roles of intergalactic beings here is really to protect Earth. A lot of them are not just here to raise the vibrations of Earth, but there are certain people who walk this Earth. Just like we have military rankings, lieutenant, sergeant, what they call them. I don't know. Some of y'all know the lingo. But these things are important to know because as above, so below. Our military shows us how the rankings are in the spiritual realm. Just like you have the orders of angels, seraphim being first, on down, principalities, powers, rulers, dominions, mights, seraphim, cherubim, those kind of things. When you start those rankings, there are people who walk this earth that those intergalactic beings watch carefully. Thank you, Spiker. And they are protecting them. They protect certain places. Like, for example, there are precious sites in this earth. Like, okay, let me say this, for example, y'all. Okay, let me go there. Here we go. What if I told you there were certain monuments on this earth as a distraction? What if I told you that they want you to keep going to Area 51? What if I told you they expect for you to come up with different ways on how to get into Area 51? Because the real base is right up underneath you. What if I told you your Walmarts had tunnels? I'm just saying some shit. You know, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm spot on. I'm just saying the what if. What if? What if the Men in Black movies were right? Hmm? What if your gas station attendant was of the praying mantis family? Hmm? Do you know that? You know, if you look in somebody's eyes good enough, if you spiritually awaken, you can see what star system they come from. You know how some people, when you walk in, they look like a cat, like Willow Smith. I've always said she looked like a little cat or a little lion. She kind of remind me of Simba or Nala. I always said that about her when she was a little girl. I believe she comes from the Lowry family. I do. There's so many people who come from different systems. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people be looking like a dog in the face? Check it out. Mm-hmm. You can be in the store shopping, and it's a werewolf right inside you. Y'all know I done told y'all my stories, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I really didn't think. I knew that shit was real, but not as deep as I didn't know. I didn't know. Now I know. I know a little bit more than what most people know. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Some shit I ain't gonna never say. I don't care how bad it get. This mouth, I'm gonna stay closed. As much stuff as I share, there's a lot of other shit I ain't told y'all. Mm-hmm. What y'all see when y'all look at me? There was this I knew this man. His nickname was Frog. I think this man's still living to this day. And I said to myself, this was years ago. I was young. I was in my teens. Like, I see why they call him Frog. This man looked like that dang on frog, right? That was what I was saying to myself. But let me tell y'all something. I really believe that man come from that star system. There is a star in the sky. Y'all want to know where the origins of funk, that heavy bass music come from? Let me tell you. There's a star. There are certain people who comes from this specific star. I gotta pace myself because I gotta see how much I'm gonna share here. When I seen that star and God brought me in the spirit and I seen the people. Do y'all remember Good Times? Y'all remember that picture? And I think it's also synonymous with Marvin Gaye because I think he used that same picture as one of his album covers. It's a painted picture and it looked like a lot of black people dancing. Y'all know that picture I'm talking to y'all about? You said Angelina Jolie always reminded you of a fish. I can see that. I feel like her, Charlize Theron, and Scarlett Johansson may be of the same tribe, like similar, cause they some white girls with some full ass black girl lips, pretty. They some pretty ones now. Them white girls is beautiful. They got them big eyes. I know what you're talking about. They could be mermaids, or of the Piscean, the fish Neptune or Uranus. Maybe Neptune. Y'all ain't telling me what I look like. What I look like? Yeah, you said you had that picture. Okay, yeah. So that picture was very, very popular in black households, right? At one time. That picture. God projected me on the outside of that star. I don't know if I'm going to say the name of this star or not. Get out of here. But this star, I seen them people dancing. That was a real, that picture, whoever painted that picture, that was channeled. That was channeled. That was a channeled picture. A channel. Y'all think I'm lying? There are people who don't even know they channeling. Artists, they don't even be knowing they channeling real shit. They think it's a figment of their imagination, but they be channeling shit. Let me prove to y'all. A woman blessed me in New Orleans not too long ago. She channeled this picture. It was me. It's me singing when I used to have a bald head. When I used to sing in Arizona. She channeled this picture. Y'all, down to this is the picture, y'all. It's me singing. Look. It's me. Oh, it's upside down. It's exactly me. Look. Down to the bangles, down to the. When I got this, I had 2 rings on. I had 2 bangles on. I just worked on my chakras. Y'all see this? Look. Nose ring. Crown. The third eye open but protected. This is me. Y'all see that? Blue microphone. I'm telling y'all, that woman channeled me. And I was looking, and I was walking in the French Quarter. This was last month. I was walking in the French Quarter, and I looked up. It's all, and if you've ever been to New Orleans, you know if there's a lot of artists out there. I looked up, and I stopped, and I knew it was me. I'd never seen this woman in my life. She'd never seen me. But I knew it was me. I knew it was me. 44 on the clock. I promise y'all I knew it was me. I had just got through crying because it's been so long since I touched the microphone, since I've been on somebody's stage, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a fish out of water, to be honest. Music is my everything. Music is my everything. The one constant in my life has always been music. Always. And so, for me having to leave everything behind in Arizona because of an abusive marriage, I was angry. I'm still angry. I was angry. Anyway, to see that picture, of myself. I cried. She knew it was me. I didn't even know it was her standing there because it was other women looking at all her pictures that she did. And I turned to my friend and I said, I am going to manifest this picture. I'm going to get this. This is my picture. And my friend is like, yeah, that is you. I see it. Look. The woman overheard what I said. I didn't know she was standing there. Okay. The woman says to me, I feel in my spirit that this is yours. She said, I'm looking at it and I'm looking at you. She said, I know I don't know you. She said, but I know this is you. And she just kept looking at it and looking at me, looking at it, looking at me. And if you look real close on that picture, they have butterfly angel wings on the back. That picture gives me hope. That picture gives me hope. I can't wait to touch a microphone again. It's happening. It's going to happen real soon. But anyway. And this time it's going to be right. This time it's going to be right. It's going to be in love and it's going to be right. I miss going live when I used to be at my gigs. Y'all remember I used to go live? I miss that. Yeah, you're right. Source did want to give me a present. I remind you of Leela James. Leela James is badass. I actually covered one of her songs too. That Woman. It was called That Woman. I'm a person who likes rock, funk, and soul mixed. Like, I like heavy bass, heavy driving guitar shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't really explain it. I kind of like tweak my stuff as I go, because I'll tell my guitarist I want this. I tell my bass I want this, and I'll tell my like I hear shit in my head all the time. I can hear I've always been like that since I was a kid. I can hear instruments separately. Like when I was little, my mom used to be pressing my hair. I can hear the tuba, and I can isolate it. Like I've always been like that. I can isolate. If you say, what's those strings doing in the background? I don't even have to close my eyes. I can listen, and I can isolate it. And I can tell you, oh, it's doing this. I've always been like that. I don't know. Whatever. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I remind you of Nona Gay, Marvin Gaye's daughter. Thank you, 10 Pisces. I received that. And let me just tell y'all this, because I know them little raggedy ass bitches be watching. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't gonna be able to stop this shit. You understand? What's mine is mine is mine is mine is mine. You understand? You feel me? What's mine is mine is mine is mine is mine. You cannot stop what's mine. You need to be worried about what's for you, what's for you, what's for you, what's for you, what's for you. Yeah, that Boosie Collins bass. Girl, what you know about that shit? Girl. So anyway, look, let me tell y'all something. I gotta turn because my phone is getting hot. And I don't want it to cut off on y'all. So let me tell y'all a little something. This star, where that bass heavy music come from, that funk, you know, and it's funny you bring up Boosie Collins, because Boosie Collins and George Clinton talks about how they received that sound. Yeah, the races that come from that star is praying mantis people. They have a tendency to be a little bit darker, and they kind of learn the left-handed path first. They kind of learn the evils first before they learn anything else. But hi. But they some badass motherfuckers. Cause I'm gonna tell you, a lot of your greatest musicians, and I ain't talking about singers, I'm talking about some of your baddest ass musicians come from this specific star. Also, okay, I'll give y'all this. I'll give y'all this. Somebody who has this star mixture in a spirit, Prince. If he's a mixture of a star seed or star system, he definitely got that. Prince. The people who come from this star system, they usually become high priests or priestess at an early age because they go through the dark initiations first. Then they have a choice to either stay there or evolve and learn the right-handed path. A lot of these people have a hard time, not all, but most of them have a hard time learning the right-handed path and actually incorporating it into their everyday life because they get so used to the left-handed path, and depending on the sign, their sign, their sun sign, or their placements in their chart, some of them feel like they can stay getting away with doing dark shit, so they never really evolve into the balance. But there's intergalactic energies that are putting away that they're starting to do away with that. They're calling a lot of them to start learning both paths. Okay? But let me tell y'all something. Prince is, and will forever will be one of the most baddest motherfuckers that has ever graced this earth. That man mastered, and mind you, still has some other shit to master, but when I think of him, he is one of the highest priests in that path. Black and purple, purple and black. When I think of him, I think of purple and white. But purple, mostly, of course, we knew him as the purple one, but he was mastering and has mastered both paths, the left and the right-handed path. It is important in this life. And let me also tell y'all this too. He is one of the baddest fucking fairies that come from the Fae Kingdom I've ever seen. He is one of the baddest fairies that I've ever seen from the Fae Kingdom. The Elven Kingdom, Prince was that nigga. Prince is that nigga. Trust me. I hear his that's off of was that off of Madhouse? I'm hearing that song right now. Prince was highly misunderstood. Shit, hell, at one time I had even misunderstood the man. You know, I was like, he's fucking weird, but I loved it. He was inviting and tantalizing and hypnotic. Y'all, I really do believe that Prince is an ascended master. He's evolved. When I did that reading on him, remember when he passed, I told y'all. Vixen, yes, congratulations for leaving that abusive marriage. I'm healing. I have healed parts of my life and I'm still healing parts of my life. And let me just say this to y'all, sidebar conversation. It's going to take a special kind of man or woman to be able to handle you. Somebody who may feel intimidated, but yet is down for the challenge on to love you. And let me tell you something. When as long as when you come out of these abusive marriages, make sure you don't lose your ability to love and love deeply and love wholeheartedly and love in a pure way. Nobody is going to be able to take away my ability to love. I'm sorry. I am love. You're not going to do it. And so with me, it's easy. How you know you have a soulmate, especially like a high level soulmate or the one, even when y'all go through bad times or disagreements or arguments or setbacks, it's not going to be hard. I'm going to tell y'all why. It's not going to be as hard as, because it'll be easy. Both of y'all will be willing to kiss and make up. Hell, one of y'all may pick a fight on purpose just for some makeup sex. I don't know. What I do know is that it's easy. It's easy. Especially if it starts out in a friendship. It's easy. One thing I never had was I never started a relationship out in a friendship. I thought I did. And the reason why I say that is because, like, my ex-husband, I knew him about a year and a half, almost 2 years before we, got married. But that whole year, I was supposed to be getting to know that person. But when you have a narcissist, everything is a lie. Everything is a lie. Everything is a scheme. Everything is a scam. They're not who they portray they are. And so it's not real if it's one-sided. It's real on your part, but it ain't real on their part. So I never really had a relationship that started out in a true friendship. And let me tell y'all something. Those things is what makes it easy. Yes, sexual tension is there. Yes, all this other shit is popping off. But do you know how better it is to just jail? That's how shit pops off, right? That's how shit pops off. You meet somebody in the club or you meet somebody at the store. You go on a date, y'all end up screwing. But then watch this. Sex is good. For some of y'all, the sex is great. You go out on another date, you start seeing some red flags, some shit that start popping up. I don't think we compatible. You should have known that had your ass would have just sat back and got to know the person first. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with getting your little rocks off if that's what you want. But I'm gonna just tell y'all this. If you like me, you can't open your legs up to anything. You can't be giving that pipe to everybody, honey. You don't want stalkers. Because let me tell you something. I can't be giving it up to everybody, y'all. Shit. I'll have some stalkers on my hand, honey. So anyway, I'm just saying it's easy. A person who has your best interest at heart, a person who mirrors your heart, a person who can match your heart, it's easy. It's easy. They're easy to love. They're easy to... The hard times, you can look at them. You won't want to go to bed mad. You won't. You won't. You won't go to bed mad. You won't go to bed angry. You won't go to bed upset. And if you do go to bed upset, at least I seen this one thing where this man was like, I know we mad at each other, but you're gonna lay on me. I was like, yes, Lord. That man say, hey, you be mad. You can go in one room and I can go in another room. But we ain't leaving this fucking house. We're gonna get through this shit. I was like, yes, Lord. I was like, yes, Daddy. When somebody is willing to put in the work like you. You know what I'm saying? It makes it easy. Even the bad times. It's like you can look that person in the eyes and look that person in the face and say, I really want to do life with you. And if I can have you in the afterlife, whoever go first, we're going to make a pact. I'm going to be waiting on the other side for you. I'm going to usher you in. I'm going to be standing. I'm going to be the first one to kiss you and greet you. I'm going to be standing with your loved ones and your ancestors. And I'm going to grab you by the hand and I'm going to say, baby, are you willing and ready to finish forever? That's the vows that we took. I hear, oh my God, I want to cry. What is this? I'm hearing Teddy Pendergrass, my latest, greatest inspiration. That song and This Very Moment by Casey and JoJo. Woo! Can't believe it's true. I'm standing here in front of you, and you are here with me. It's so unbelievable. Y'all remember that song? I never want to let you go. My heart is yours for keeps. Let's make a vow right here and now. I don't know why I'm doing Michael Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody to do lifetimes with. Somebody to do lifetimes with. And I ain't talking about I finished his sentence, he finished my sentence. I'm talking about where we can look at each other and there's a telepathic communication going on. That kind of shit. I want to be able to wake up. He go get dressed in this room. I go get dressed in this room. We didn't even see what colors we picked out. And we come out with the same color. You got on a yellow shirt. I got on a yellow shirt. We matching. That kind of shit. I think of him, he think of me. We calling each other at the same time on the phone. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's cute when a man can't even really get all his work done because you just on his mind like that. Cooking food, and I'm thinking to myself, what would he like to eat today? Somebody, you know what else too? I'm gonna tell you something that I never had. I always said I'm gonna have this. I was always the planner. I was always the person who planned trips. I was always the person who did the family trips. Like I planned stuff, me and the kids, him. But I was always the one who held the responsibility, financial. I had to hold everything down. I paid for everything all the time. Never had relief, never had help. If we driving, I'm putting the gas in. If we all got to eat, I'm buying the food. None of that. And would not try to relieve me either. But I did it because it was about creating memories for me. Some people say, well, why did you stay in it so long, Ra? Because I thought he was as good as it was going to get. I didn't know if I was going to be able to really get love. Now I know because I'm free and I'm capable of receiving it. Now I know. But I really would like to wake up one day and he'd be like, hey, can you pack an overnight bag? Or yeah, pack an overnight bag. Why? What we gonna do? Oh, I want you to spend the night. I want you to watch some movies with me. And next thing you know, we driving. I'm like, where we going? Oh, we're going to get to the red box. And we passing up red boxes. But there's a red box. And we're going to the airport. I'm looking at him like, okay, where we going? A man, because people don't understand. For me, let me tell y'all something. Whether you got $20 or 2 million, whether you got 2 million or 20 million, none of that shit moves me. I don't give a damn. Your heart. It's about your heart. A man who's thoughtful. Oh my God, where they at? Where do you do that at? I believe it's real, Jilly. I believe it's real. I believe that there are men like that out there. I do. I do. I do. I'm really into simple things, but I'm into somebody who can. I don't have to tell them shit. They know how to take charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit in my feminine energy. I ain't gotta be in the masculine mode all the time, y'all. My ex-husband had me in masculine male mode so much. My body was boxy. I didn't even have a shape. I held my body up so masculine. You can't tell me nothing. These curves I got, honey. But I had to work at this. The more I embraced my feminine energy when I got out of that marriage, the more feminine my body the more softer, the more squishier my body got. And I ain't gonna lie, since I've been in the South, I've been turning heads because, you know, they like them a little thickums down here. Even though I've lost weight, I'm not in the 200s anymore. Thank God. But I'm getting down for me. I want to be healthy for me. I want to look good for me. The head turning and stuff, that's just lanyap, or extra, like we say down here in the South. Lanyap. Creole, you know, that's lanyap. When I look in the mirror, I want to be sexy for me. I don't give a fuck about that other shit. But I know that there's men out there that exist, you know, and we ain't gotta go to no, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it'll be dope to go to Cabo or Jamaica or some shit, someplace where, you know, because I love beach. I'm a beach girl. Shit, it can be anywhere in the United States. Fuck, it can be next door. I don't give a shit. He was thoughtful. He planned it out, and he executed. All you mean to tell me is all I got to do is show up? I'm crying. I'll be fucking crying. Oh, you telling me all I had to do was just pack a bag? And watch this. I'm going to need more clothes because it's the weekend. Oh, no, babe, we're going to get you some clothes when we get there. What? Oh, my God. I ain't never. I deserve those things because that's how I am. I'm thoughtful like that. So I know that I'm worth waiting for. Let me tell you something. It don't get no better than me. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm confident. It took me a long time to get where I'm at now. It took me a long time to say what I'm saying. I'm going to tell y'all this. I am confident in saying that after me, it don't get no better than this. So, but yeah, anyway, that's the sidebar conversation. But I want y'all to know there are different tribes, different vibes, different star seeds, different star systems that we come from. Some of us are mixed. You know when you hear all the time when they say everybody ain't pure, like a pure race, everybody mixed with something. The spiritual world is getting ready to take more precedence than the natural world. It's not even going to matter about what you're mixed with. Yeah, you know, Indian mixed with black, mixed with white, mixed with biracial and all this other shit. None of that shit is going to be mattering at this time. They're going to be like, okay, what star system are you from? What are you mixed with energetically? Oh, okay. That's the kind of questions that's going to be. Because, you know, one of the reasons why physical race is at the forefront all the time is because it does give you a backstory about where you are, who you are, and where you come from in the star system. You understand? Don't think it's strange. I'm telling y'all this. Listen, I'm telling y'all. Most melanated people, there are certain star systems and certain things. We come from all this other shit. Why you think most of us is good at sports and dancing and acting and singing and musicians and shit? Majority of us are geniuses and all this other. It's the reasons why, y'all. Why they got the demographics. Check the boxes. island Pacific Islander or white and Alaskan or black African American, all this other shit. There's reasons. Trust me. That census, why they make it against the law? They damn near put your ass in jail if you don't do the census. It's a reason why. Trust me. It's a reason why. Shout out to Prince, the purple one, the fairy, one of the fairies. That man got a scepter. He's earned some stripes. He's been coming to me too. Oh, I also wanted to tell y'all this. Y'all remember that XXX Tentacion reading that I did where I actually predicted one of the names of the killers? XXX has never left me. Okay? He never left me. He has always been around me. But while I was in California, I met this kid whose mantle he came from the same lineage. Let me just say it like that. And I could see this little boy, and he latched onto me real tightly. Unfortunately, the mama is a demon. Wicked ass. Anyway, little sweet boy. And I've told y'all this before, and I'm gonna say it again. One of the reasons why Whitney Houston, why her body, not the whole reason. Shit. I'm not gonna say it. No. I said it before, but I'm not gonna say it. No. Just know this spiritual realm is real. With certain people, there's a holding cell for energies that orbits until it can rest on somebody. That's all I'm gonna say. But you had a lot of people looking to try to get that woman's gifts, and they couldn't. They wouldn't latch on to none of their asses because none of them was found worthy enough to carry that. Shout out to MJ. Always. Leave me alone, girl. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, girl. It's funny how people treat you differently when they find out who you are versus when they was treating you like shit when they didn't realize who you were. All of a sudden you want to get nice and you want to treat me better when they find out who you are. But you was treating me like shit when you didn't know who I was. Shout out to B. Howard. I keep seeing these angel numbers. 727, 737. Why people stare at you a lot? They can see you. They can see you. They see who you are beyond this meat suit. I would get so many stares on the West Coast, and I never knew why until my ass got awakened. And it's kind of harder to read Southern people, you know, because not everybody is woke here, But there's a lot of, let me just say it like this. It's hard to tell if they're staring at you because they like what they see, or they can really see you, because we are so immune to seeing real nigga shit out here. We are so immune to it. Ain't that crazy? Louisiana, I'm telling you, is a time warp, yo. We are a freaking time warp. We are the only place in America, one of the fewest places in the world, that harnesses ancient historical energy. No matter how far technology becomes advanced, it's like we just stuck in a goddamn time loop. And it's not like on purpose either. It's like, I'm like, is this, well, it probably is on purpose. Is it the politicians that's doing this shit? Or is it supposed to be like this? This is a portal for ancestor energy. I'm telling you, I don't care, even if you don't have ties to the South, if you want to get your prayers heard, if you want to awaken the power of your ancestors, if you want to tap into and heal lineages and lines, come bring your ass here and put your feet on this grass and on this soil. I promise you, you ain't even got to be here for 2 days. You can do it in 24 hours. Pour your libations. I'm telling you, Louisiana has always been a portal for ancestor energy, no matter where you're from in the world. Vixen, I'm born and raised here, baby. I'm born and bred here, boo. I'm a Creole woman. I'm a true Creole. My great-grandfather stole away on the boat from France. And the legend goes that Bonnie and Clyde is who killed him during a bakery robbery, because he worked in a bakery. But I've been kind of doing some research lately, and I don't know if Bonnie and Clyde actually murdered my great-grandfather. I almost feel like they actually helped him. They tried to help him. But my great-grandfather was Benoit Saint-Elmo de Fils. That was his name. He could not speak a lick of English. My great-grandfather came from the southern part of France, and he was running. He was running from people who they sought to kill him because of his bloodline. That's the truth. My great-grandfather was a very important person who had to run. And that's all I'm willing to share right now. Yep. So I am true original Creole. I am true original Creole. And my father's side is from what I've dug is my father's side is Mozambican, Haitian, possible Jamaican. Now but my grandmother, my mom's father was of a Jamaican origin. So we all mixed up down here. We're all mixed up. Sometimes I used to get mad. I used to get jealous when I see my cousins. They be lighter than me with that real pretty 4C hair. Let me tell y'all about genes. Genetics. You could do so much with 4C hair. You can style it any kind of way, right? And I used to be mad because my hair would be straight. It would grow straight here, straight here, Dominican here, a little Puerto Rican, and then Black Power. I had 4 or 5. Had like 4 or 5 different things going on in my head. So I had to, try to take care of these different textures. And I would look at some of my cousins and be like, okay, now, we all Creole, but why they hair all uniform? They just got one beautiful grain. I got all these different grains. But let me tell y'all something. As I started to evolve, my grain is now becoming a little bit more uniform. And I love it. I love my hair. I actually am loving my hair. Loving my hair. So that's one of the things that I want to do too. I really would love to be able to see when y'all would love to come out here and do like an ancestor veneration ceremony. And I want to do rites of passage, because a lot of us, when we were going into womanhood or manhood, our lineage lost it along the way. We stopped doing rites of passage. And no matter how young or how old you are, you can still redeem the time. And I would love to pass a lot of y'all through rites of passage. I did it for my daughter, who's graduating. Alabama and Louisiana. Geechee, yeah. Geechee, believe it or not, a lot of Geechee people was from here first. I want y'all to know that. Let me tell y'all something. Some of the baddest people in the industry, some of your baddest people in sports come from the South. If they wasn't born and raised in the South, their mama and their pappy was. Catch me if I'm lying. Where MJ from? Where MJ from? He from Illinois, right? Where's pappy from? Where's mammy from? Okay. They ain't from no damn Illinois. They from here. We already know Beyonce. Her mama is literally from right down the street from where I'm parked right now. Her mama. We know her daddy is Alabama. We know she Houston. Her sister. Believe it or not, when I met R. Kelly, I'll never forget. When I met R. Kelly, he was with, at the time, his A&R his name was Julius Arlington. Real big, tall, teddy bear looking guy, right? And it just so happened that he walked in right before I sang Change Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. I'll never forget. Right before I got called up there to sing. And I had already told the band what I wanted to sing. And I ended up singing Change Gonna Come. R. Kelly was sitting on the edge of his seat doing this while I was singing. And we talked for a while. He hugged me and he told me I remind him of his mama. We talked a bit. And I'm not going to really get into what we talked about because it was some deep things we said. We talked about just, So anyway, I said to him, I said, now look here, Mr. Kelly. I say, I know you from the Shy. I said, but I know you got to have some country people. I know your grandmammy, your grandpappy, somebody got to be from the South. Cause he said, why? He started laughing. He said, why you say that? I said, because you got more of a country accent than me. He started cracking up, and he said, I got some Mississippi. He told me he had some Mississippi people. I think he did say Baton Rouge. I'm not sure. But I remember he said Mississippi. I do remember he said Georgia. Now, I was expecting for him to say Georgia because he comes off as if he had Georgia people. Right? And, Trick Daddy is Geechee. Trick Daddy is 100% Gullah Geechee. That motherfucker is real Gullah Geechee. But I'm going to tell you something. I wonder if he kept the Geechee tradition of the magic. Because a lot of the times people who are born into that, they take that for granted. Like me, for example, I was born and raised in the Creole tradition. I started off as a little girl with original Creole values and traditions. For example, we give our girls, when we go and get our ears pierced, we give our daughters these little small loops, and they're a specific type of loops. They're not just little loops. They're shaped a certain way, like a crescent moon. And the older you get, the bigger those crescent moon loops get. It is that's a rite of passage within itself. And when you get a certain age, you get real big loops that let you know you're a grown ass woman. Now don't start smelling yourself, because you ain't too old to be beat. Okay, you still can get an ass whipping. Long as your grandma had a strong hand, no matter how old she get, if she could put you on your over her knee, and spank that ass, she didn't care if you was grown or not. You still was able to get your ass whipped. Don't smell yourself now. Stay respectful. But like I always felt like my great grandmother was the reincarnation of Harriet Tubman. But I think she was alive when Harriet Tubman was alive. Like my great grandmother looked exactly like fucking Harriet Tubman, and I'm not playing. Y'all looking at Harriet Tubman? I swear, I promise y'all was looking at my great grandmother, my mama's mama's mama. I remember her. She used to tell me stories about how she used to pick cotton and how her fingers would bleed. And that's when I never knew that cotton can make you bleed because you have thorns, you know? I didn't know that. But anyway, she would tell me these little stories and stuff. My great grandmother's hair was so white and so soft. I ended up being one of her caretakers before she passed. I took care of her. I took care of her. I had the privilege and the honor of doing that. My nani, I love you. She did the best she could with what she had. But I come from a long line of strong conjure women and conjure men. My father, who I did not know until he died, was a left-handed pather. I didn't know. I couldn't see shit when he was alive because I put my father in my heart on this pedestal, you know. But my daddy was my daddy was a left pather, through and fucking through. He was not a right-handed path man. He was a left-handed path man, all the way until his death. Even he did the best he could with what he had. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna do it. But a lot of us, our ancestors are speaking. Some of y'all people, let me say this, some of y'all people are so alive, 74 in the building. That's 1111. Some of y'all ancestors are way more alive now, dead in the body, than they were alive in the body. I hope I say that correct. When my grandmother told me, when I had explained to me what I had been, yeah, Vixen, I think I get what you're saying. Lady Owl, you said you wish you had tradition. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this to y'all because I want y'all to understand how important and prevalent this is. A lot of us, especially melanated people, a lot of us, you don't even realize y'all still have tradition. There are traditions and rites of passage that y'all still have. You just don't know it because there's not an actual ceremony around it. We had to do a lot of things in secret, okay? There's a lot of things we had to do in secret. You understand? So you still do a lot of certain things. You just don't know you do it. Like, for example, yeah, I feel my grandparents right now in the spiritual realm. I feel them. They heavy on me right now. My grandmother, I hear my grandmother. 4'11", little bitty body, spit out 16 children, 16 children, no cesarean section, no C-section. Little bitty 4'11" woman. Always the mother of the church wherever she went. My grandmother was a powerful conjure woman, but she ran away from her gifts. My grandmother, my mama's mama now, she ain't start getting into her shit until after she crossed over. My grandmother is a powerful conjuring woman right now. She helps me. And to all you people who always trying to employ somebody's ancestors to work against them, you a foul bitch. You understand? You gonna start seeing bees attack your stupid dumb ass. Bees and wasps and other worldly bugs. You gonna start waking up with that shit in your bed. You raggedy taggedy bitch. You are sick and disgusted. You have to be mentally disturbed for you to think that you can employ the righteous now. I'm not talking about unrighteous. Righteous people's ancestors to turn against them. You are sick and demented. You dumb fool. Do you not believe God is real? And for you to try to do that to me, baby, my ancestors be coming out the swamps on your ass. You understand? I got them bayou people. I got ancestors that turn into snakes and alligators and shit. You must be dumb and foolish. You are sick. And see, just because I don't be talking about this shit every day, don't think I don't know. Don't think I don't know what you be doing. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I be seeing shit you gonna do before you do it. Trust and believe. You'll never be able to blind my eyes. And apparently you really don't know who the fuck I am. And if you do, you even more crazier. Hey, but c'est la vie, huh? C'est la vie, Bill. Because let me tell you something. The truth is this. I'm grateful. I never thought I'd say this. But being unto God, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opposition. I'm grateful for my adversaries. I'm grateful. They keep you on your toes to keep you resilient, to keep you learning shit. I love God. I love my ancestors. I love my intergalactic family. I know who I am, and I'm always learning who I'm becoming. I love the fact that I got allies in high places. I love it. You know why? Not so I can flex, but that lets me know that I'm loved and I'm protected beyond what even myself can comprehend in this three-dimensional body. I'm grateful eternally, and I don't take it for granted. Not 1 ounce of it do I take it for granted. I am highly grateful, and I'm humbled every day I wake up. I am, and that's from my heart. That's from my heart. And so, it's all right. For those of you who need to fall off, you're going to fall off. But for those of you who need to keep living, okay, mon cher. Whatever. You do what you need to do. Oh, but best believe I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do exactly what I need to do. Because I am who I am. I am that I am. Trust me. Oh, yeah, Vixen. Let me tell you something. I come from a tribe of some heavy ass warriors myself. Heyoka. Yeah. Well, you know, everybody wants to claim a lot of shit. But let me tell y'all something. This ain't no disrespect to those who this really applies to. Okay? If you know you're a Heyoka, or you know you are a rare breed of whatever, more power to you. Thank God. But let me tell y'all something. Most of us who are really that shit, we don't walk around with that every day telling people that no. You had to go through some heavy trials and tribulations just to even wear that badge, that title. You don't even look forward to waking up to wearing that shit because sometimes it hurts so much to carry those crowns and stripes. You understand? Everybody, they find something rare personality type. Rare this, rare that. So then they take a personality test online, and all of a sudden, because that told them that they was rare, they walking around here saying all this other shit. Let me tell y'all something. You know who the real ones are? The ones who don't tell you that shit. They don't tell you that's who they are. Because they had to go through hell to carry that anointing. They had to go through it and walk through many fires. Get struck by lightning many times to even carry the thought of that anointing, let alone the anointing itself. You won't even fucking know. So let me tell y'all something. The real ones don't brag, baby. They just be. They just are. Because it's hard enough to just wake up in the morning and catch your head. To operate on a daily basis to try to be as human as you possibly can. To try to feel as normal as you can. It's a fight. You understand? So the real ones ain't walking around here telling you who they are all day, every day. They ain't got to keep reminding you during their lives and shit. They know who they are. They know who they are. And they the real ones because they keep that shit real and they keep it 100. Everybody else around you can fold except them. And look, the best thing about those kind of people, when they grow and they learn even the more how powerful they are, they get even more humbler. They start loving deeper. And you know what? It don't even matter if they even get it back because that's just their energy. People like that, though, they have to carry those burdens. And let me tell y'all something. It ain't easy. Because a lot of the days, you kind of go through your days giving more than what you receive from everyday people. But when you hide yourself in God, and when you put God first, whatever people don't give you, God gives you and fills you up every day. And even on the days that you're not filled up, you take your time and you rest in God. And next thing you know, you're full again. But I want to say this before I leave here. Before I leave this live. For those of you who resonate with what I'm talking about, I pray that God not only fills us up, but that our cup overflows, because what's on the inside of that cup is for us. It's not for you to share. But the overflow of that fountain, everybody else can have. The trick is to know when to say no. The trick is to know when to cut it off, when to replenish your energy. You have to give it to yourself first before you give it to everybody else. Love in its purest form comes from the source down into the cup of your heart, and it's filled. Then when it overflows, you give it. And it becomes reciprocal, because as you do that and it goes to the people who is going to spread it, it's like a ripple effect, and then it recycles back up to the source. And it comes back down and it keeps going like this. You'll never go out like that. If I don't teach or preach anything else on my channel, it's going to always be love. You can't do anything without it. You can't move without it. You can't breathe without it. It is the cosmic glue that holds everything together. They at CERN, and they're trying to figure out making protons and neutrons and electrons collide, trying to start another Big Bang theory and all this other stuff. And let me tell you, all that science shit is good. But the truth is, what keeps all of this together, what keeps our bodies vibrating but not falling apart, what keeps your molecular structure together, what heals you, what heals your joints, your muscles, your ligaments, your tissues, what creates that baby, what births that baby out, what keeps that heart ticking, what keeps your ancestors together even in the afterlife, is love. It's love. It is love. I'm having a deja vu moment. And let me tell you something. I can love you and not fuck with you. Tupac said it best. He said, just because I don't fuck with you don't mean I don't want you to eat. I just don't want you to eat at my table. Because he understood the art that once you do me wrong and you know what kind of heart I got, I'm not going to give you a chance to keep fucking me over. You understand? That Rafiki is dead. That Rafiki died last year. You can't keep coming in my life. I can't. I'm not going. Yeah, I'm going to forgive you. But I can't keep letting you in when your intentions is forever bad toward me. After a while, I got to cut you loose. Deuces, my nigga. I love you. I want you to eat. I want to see you eat. Yeah. Man, hey, I'm in your corner. But guess what? You ain't eating at my table. You damn sure not about to see what's on my plate. Because we sitting over here with a 7-course meal. And we got round 1, round 2, round 3. And we having a big ass party after my banquet. You understand? I'm just saying. So I don't really wish anybody in my life any ill, but I will say this: I have a right to defend myself, and I will to the best of my ability. Shout out to Anubis. I will to the best of my ability. And a lot of the times when you walking right with God, when you walking right with God and you walking right with your ancestors, sometimes you ain't even gotta lift a finger. God already heard them conversations your ass didn't hear. God did seen that candle work and that spell work before you knew it. God was already on it. Get on that. Archangel Sandifon, get on that. Archangel Michael, get on that. Archangel Megatron, yeah. Go on them Cashapp, go on and do the hand of that. Shemuel, Raphael, get on that. Already. Kali, you see, yep, get on that ass. Think God play by his babies? You said going back to the Aquarius mental stability. Yeah, a lot of people, Lady Owl, they think it's Geminis, but I find that a lot of Aquarius people, especially who are extremely gifted and talented, they usually go through a lot of mental illnesses or mental issues. They really do. They be having a hard time. It's because they so damn gifted, they be torturing themselves. And then they allow other people, when they not, they allow other people to come in their life and torture their ass. No matter what, y'all, don't let nobody taint the way that y'all love. You understand? You understand? I read this thing. I don't know if it was a Buddhist or whoever said it when they said, whoever can make you angry becomes your master. I want to say this. Whoever you allow to rape and rob you of your ability to love deeply and truly and to receive it, they became your emperor. They became your empress. They became your master. It's not about anger. It's about you allowing people to rob and take from you. You understand? It really is. And it's love. I'm telling you, you want to know how to make $1 million or $2 million? Some of y'all want that cooking business. Cook with love. Some of y'all want that business that requires that store, that clothing store. You want that shoe store. You want that online business, or you want to open up a bank, or you want to do this, or you want to start this project, or you want to get this new job. It's all in love. Carry it in your heart. Wear it around your neck. When you pour that glass of water in the morning, tell it, I love you. When you look in the mirror, you tell every single last cell and molecular structure in your body, I love you. I love you. You got living plants? You got a garden? Tell them, I love you. Massage the earth, I love you. You fortunate enough to have that man or that woman in your life? Hug them, hold them tight. I love you. Got them beautiful ass babies? I love you. Tell your bank account, I love you. Tell your car, I love you. I respect you. I am so grateful and thankful that you get me back and forth to places in one piece. I'm so glad that my check engine light been on, but you ain't been giving me hell. You ain't been giving me trouble. I'm so grateful and thankful. I love you. Listen, you're not being materialistic. You're being grateful and thankful for the things that you have. Because you're doing right by the things that you have, and even greater things will come in. One of my dream cars just rolled up on side my ass with an Idaho license plate. Thank you, universe. I'm grateful and thankful for the car that I'm in. Because let me tell you, old faithful, trust me, she faithful. This mama is faithful. Me and my baby's been everywhere and a little bit in this car. I can't wait till I really hear those words from the deepest source that I could ever imagine. I love you. That's going to be so beautiful. Before I get off this live, I want y'all to close your eyes. Actually, before you close your eyes, do what I'm doing. I want you to take your dominant hand, the hand that you write with, place it on your heart. On top of it, place the other hand over here. See my thumbs? Lock your thumbs like this. Turtle doves, right? Take a deep breath in the nose, out the mouth. We breathe in stability, love, care, self-care, self-love, oneness, unity, balance, tranquility, calmness. We breathe out stress, fear. We breathe in power. We breathe in love. We breathe in a sound mind. Come on, send it to all your chakras. I love myself. Come on, say that. I love myself. I love the air that I breathe. I love this body. I love my mind. I love my soul. I love my spirit. I love everything within me. I love everything outside of me. Today is going to be a great day. And this month is going to get better with each day. Come on. I have universal energies on my side. Every single last planet is working in my favor. Even Mercury went into retrograde to work on my behalf. Nature rises up to meet me every day in love. I have power, love, and a sound mind. I cast out all fear. I operate in my genius today and every day, forevermore. I operate in my creativity. I operate in my oneness. I operate from a place of love and peace. I can see clearly my destiny, and I receive it wholeheartedly, non-reversible. I understand that all days are not going to be great days, but I am able to and willing to handle it with grace, ease, and love. Grace and mercy follows me all the days of my life. No matter where my foot treads, I am protected and provided for. I am cared for. The universe loves on me strong and hard. I love the universe deeply and strongly. And it shows in my life. Each and every benefit that I have in my life in the spiritual realm is now showing itself in the 3D. How rich I am in the spirit, I'm about to be rich. That's how I am in the 3D. Lakshmi cares for me and takes care of me. Kali and Shiva takes care of me. I got deities that I don't even know of that takes care of me. Come on, say that. I am one with all. I am that I am. All in all, love, love, love. Anunnaki, Anunnaki, Anunnaki. I received the upgrades. I'm grateful and thankful for the upgrades. I'm grateful for the initiations. I am now ready and willing to walk in my calling and my oneness. I am now ready and willing to keep the secrets of the tombs and the unknown. I am now ready and willing to go through stronger and deeper initiations because I am the high priestess of love. I am the high priest of love. I am the empress of love. I'm the emperor of love. I am that I am. It is so. Non-reversible. Amen. Abracadabra. I love y'all. Well, y'all gonna be great little babies. I love y'all so much. Till next time, y'all know I won't be gone too long. But I am preparing for my baby to graduate. So if y'all want to hit her up, send a donation or whatever, description box below. Until next time, I'm going to be coming with some readings soon, okay? But y'all can book y'all readings at www.orderofthemystichealer.com. Okay? So y'all be great. I love y'all. Y'all are protected.